That looks scary. Sissy? Oh no. Sissy. Ghosts don't lay like that. Sissy. Oh my gosh. That's so embarrassing, y'all. That's so Sister Kim just left. She came by to bring me something that she knew I would love. And I says, wait, is this part of a video or something? She said, no. I said, well, I'm going to make it part of a video. Oh, I know exactly what that is. Those are lima beans. Macaroni and cheese and lima beans. One of my, oh, and some pork. Oh my God. That's, let me get a spoon or a fork. This here, my friends. So if you guys don't know this about Lester, I love beans. Those are good. Those are real good. So Sister Kim did that. Isn't that sweet? And I said, what's the occasion? And she said, no occasion. She said that she was doing beans for Sunday dinner tomorrow, and she knew how much I love these kind of beans, so she just made a pound extra. A pound extra. So that's awesome. That's my Sister Kim, y'all. Well, it is official. It is official. We are going to miss this baby. We've got all the paperwork done. A couple of my favorite and funnest memories on this thing, though, is the day I took it to get it serviced. And the guy says, y'all have mice in your barn? I'm like, no. He goes, you don't have rats or mice, or how about squirrels? And I'm like, no, why? And he goes, because something has been chewing on all this around here. There was wires all chewed open. And I says, no, we don't have any of that kind of stuff. And then I remembered what it probably was. Goats. We let goats play on it. This is kind of an exciting feeling. I'm not going to say kind of. It's a very exciting feeling. They got it all washed up, and it's all been cleaned. They got it full of fuel. It says it's been all completed by their servicing team. We're here to load it up. I've never had a new tractor. So you guys know that after Hurricane Harvey, well, I lost my tractor during Harvey, my original tractor. And, of course, we used Uncle Raleigh's tractor. We still use it over there. Oh, boy. We still use Uncle Raleigh's tractor over at Longhorn Lester's. Then I had it was the Facebook supporters. When we started the Facebook supporters a couple of years ago, that was the very first thing that we did, was bought that small Branson. It was used, but it's been a really good tractor for us. And so it's really neat taking that Branson and trading it in and getting something a little bit nicer. Well, obviously new. It's small, guys. We don't need a big tractor. For what we do, we don't need a big tractor. A lot of people, a lot of men especially, they look at tractors the way they look at their trucks. You know, they feel like the bigger the truck, the bigger the tires, higher off the ground, the bigger the engine, is the better the man. But that really is foolish, but it happens to a lot of people. And I bet even a lot of you ladies, a lot of you women out there know either your husbands or your dads or your grandfathers, and how hell-bent they are on only driving certain brands or only driving certain size of trucks and tractors. And it's funny how people have an attachment to certain things like that. But I've never been someone like that. I just like the tractor for the work that I need to get done, and can it do the job that I need it to do. And so I'm excited about this. And you guys do know this, that a tractor, if you take care of it, could last you 20, 30, 40 years. A good tractor, if you take care of it, you service it, you don't just dog it out, can last a guy almost a lifetime. And I bet a lot of you folks have a dad, maybe a grandfather, a great-grandfather, who had the same tractor for years and years and years. And so That's my goal here, to take this new tractor, take good care of it. I don't want to say baby it because it has to be worked. You know, you have to work. And if we're lucky, and if we do things right, and we get it serviced, you know, as scheduled, this thing will last us a long time. It'll last my lifetime. You know it's a hot day when all these guys just come up and hang out. I'm proud of them, though. Everyone knows that we've had a little problem with Voodoo getting sunburnt in the heat of the day. So I come up today to call him in, and he's already in on his own. And so what does that tell you? Most of the pigs are all laid up. We got a few in the pond, a few here in the barn. But I want to go out there and look at Annie Bananas, talk about her for a minute. It was almost a week ago when we announced that we thought she was pregnant and should be due any day, based on the fact that we thought we saw some movement around her belly area. But guys, as of today, still nothing. You don't have to get up, baby. I just want to talk about you for a minute. Y'all have to excuse the floor. We have not come out. Baby, I didn't want you to move. I'm going to come out and spray if you want anything. It is hot, my friends. Everyone's just kind of laid up doing what they do to get out of the heat. And I don't blame them. It's about midday on a very, very warm July afternoon. And guess what? August is still to come. No, I just feel like I do see, now I can, obviously that's a rhythm right there of her breathing. That's just a rhythm of her breathing. So you can't look at that and think that that right there alone is what we're looking at. But every once in a while, it looks like there might be a movement of something else. And when that is what led us to think that she must be having a baby. I'll tell you a funny story. It may not be funny to all of you, but I got an email from a lady in California, and she was very, very upset when she found out that Annie was having a baby. And so she said that from her understanding, Annie was a rescue that was brought here to our sanctuary to have a forever home. And I said, oh, I mean, I didn't reply to her, but in my mind, I'm like, yeah, that is true. She is correct in what she says. And then she was very bothered by the fact that we were letting one of our rescued babies have a baby. To, you know, number one, to go out and gotten her a partner. Number two, to be allowing her to have a baby. And then she talked about how in California, the sanctuaries and the rescues are held to a much higher standard. She said that they're not allowed to, in fact, breed any of their rescues. And I totally understand that. I'm not arguing with you, lady. I would not argue with anybody. And I also feel like if we were to bring in rescues and breed them to profit, to sell the babies, to profit off the babies, or to whatever else, I would see that as a very immoral code. But we let Annie get pregnant because we were excited about having a baby alpaca who will also make I'm a Survivor its forever home. And so the funny part of this email is that this lady attached a copy of a contract that she wanted me to sign and send back to her. And she said she's only going to continue to follow the page if I will sign and return this contract to her. And I just kind of had to laugh it off because I obviously know that there are people that have different ideas and thoughts about, you know, your breeding and, you know, having babies and stuff like that. And I've always maintained that, you know, we were a hobby farm long before we ever began to rescue babies. And so we've always had animals to help us maintain our pastures. And baby, I do love you. Let me turn my camera around. These beautiful moments when people like Shirley Bird just wants to climb into my mouth and just become a part of me. Go ahead. Can you get in there? No, she can't quite fit. But no, I'm not making fun of the moral behind it. The fact that you don't want to have people go off and rescue animals. Let's just say dogs, for example. You go out and you rescue a boxer just to begin to breed that boxer to sell those puppies for $300 or $400 each. I get how that's, you know, that goes all against rescuing an animal for breeding purposes. But I like babies. I like babies, and I want to have a baby from her. I want to see baby alpaca, maybe even more than one. And so, yes, it is true that we rescued Annie from a deer farm, and we gave her what I hope is her best life here. And we did bring her in a partner in Ernie to make sweet love, and which I'm hopeful will eventually produce us a little baby, or two, or three. And so yeah, thank you for the email, but I'll probably pass on signing that contract because I like babies. Yes, sir. We got old Ringo fixed because guess what? He liked making babies. We got old Copper fixed because he liked making babies. Tiny Tim came to us fixed. So yeah, we have fixed quite a few babies around here. We got all of our baby goats fixed. Chip, Mr. Huck over at the other property. I did that myself. Lenny. Anyway, yes, ma'am, to be honest, we have fixed many of our babies because you're right. We don't want a lot of overproducing, but we do want a baby alpaca. Trudy looks like an aardvark. Her little snout looks like an aardvark walking over here. Baby! I don't think that by allowing an animal mother to have a baby, it's showing any less love for that animal. And as a matter of fact, I kind of think that you're giving that baby or that animal, that mother, a way to kind of fulfill her natural instincts and want to bear a child. Baby, don't put your feet in there. Please don't put your dirty feet in that water. I just cleaned it, baby. I just cleaned that water. Baby, I just did all the cleaning. Do you know how long that took me? And now look at it. I'll rinse her feet off first. Why do they do that? Why do y'all do that with your feet? Sissy. Sissy. Baby, are you okay? What are you doing? You scared me. Don't do that. Trudy, you hot? Okay, it's a very hot day. Let's get everybody cooled off. Let's get some fresh waters out here. Oh my gosh. That's so embarrassing, y'all. That's sad.